Sup guys, this is my Gabumon deck profile. We're going to start things off hot with our Digitama. We are running 5 total because we run through these things quite fast. We're running a full 4 Wanyamon and then the one of Bukamon. Wanyamon is low-key the best one you could have in this deck just because if you want that draw power just continuously. If the Bukamon comes up, it does. It's still a really broken Tama, but the Wanya's the best one in the deck. Next, we're going to go to Tamers first. Because this is a Bond deck, you want to always make sure you run 4 of your Bond Tamer. There are ways to play this out for free. There are ways to get this out early game. And the earlier you get more of these out, the better, because you can turbo these out pretty quick. Next, we do run 3 of the BT15 mat. I was running this at 4, but I cut it for an extra copy of Bond, because I want to be able to see the Bond of Friendship in my hand. It's kind of the whole point of the deck. If you're only running a few of them and you don't see it, it feels bad. But this is really good. You get that extra memory gain whenever you add a card to your hand. You get to search. This does search your Gabumon. So it searches your level 7, which is very nice. Then, of course, one of the most broken Tamers they've printed, 3 copies of Louis. Louis plus Matt is super busted.
Yes.
Because Matt and the tie from BT6, just anytime you promote, you get to get the memory and draw, which is really broken. And of course, you can just Evo in the Raising, hard play the Louis, and that's 2 memory right there. It's really, really good. You get a memory factory for however many of these you end up having on the board. So that's it for Tamers. Next, we're going to move on to the actual level 3s of the deck. We are running 4 of the BT15 Gabu. This is your best level 3 to have if you're not going into a Bond. If you have Matt, you get a draw card, and you get the blocker. You get the blocker irregardless, but honestly, it almost never comes up. And then the Inheritable is the once per turn draw card. Very good card in this deck for your draw power. This deck draws so many cards. It is honestly insane. Next, we run 3 of the BT6 Bond Gabumon. All turns when you play a mat, gain a memory. That can come up if you want to play your mats for cheap. And then, of course, you use them for his Inheritable, which is when he has Bond of Friendship in name, he can unsuspend, meaning your Bond of Friendship can swing 3 times. Very good. And then, of course, the less good rookies in the deck, we're going to start with Gabumon from EX1. He only has the Inheritable, which is reveal top 3, add any Tamer, so he can grab Louis, which is why he's nice, and any Gabumon, so he can grab your level 7, or any of the prior mentioned Gabumon. And then, of course, the mistake they should have never printed is 3 copies of Bukamon. This deck enables decks like this, deck like Agumon, and decks like Numamon. Any Rookie Rush strategy this card enables, because, of course, Louis plus Uko is a 1-cost, essentially, hybrid for game. If you have an open raising area and a Uko into Louis, you can swing at your opponent for 1 memory. There is actually a way to cheese your opponent and swing turn 1 before they could even play a card. You can have checked one of their security. That's pretty stupid. So Ukamon probably needs to be hit, let's be honest. We'll see when that comes up. Level 4s, 4 BT15 Garurumon. Of course, when you Evo on top of your Gabumon, if you don't have a mat, you get to play a mat. So you can play any of your mats for free, because it reduces the cost by 3. So any of your mats are free, and if you already have a mat on the field, you can draw an extra card. So you draw 2 for Evo, which is very good. And then, of course, the Inheritable is also draw 1. Very good. Next up, 2 copies of the Memory Gain Garu from BT5. When Digivolving, if you have Garu in Source, gain a memory, and then all turns 1000 DP. This is definitely a flex spot if you want to swap it out for a different level 4 in the deck. Like Sean was recommending to me the Secret Rare Digimon, and honestly, I probably would change it to that, because you're going to be able to get 2 swings if it lives. Like, if you're lucky and it's on top of a Bukamon, you can swing twice. Super nice, super nutty. Honestly, this card never really came up. So, yeah, I would definitely, this is your flex spot. I would think about changing this. Then, of course, we do run the 1 Garu X. It's Garu X. Do I need to say anything else? Like, you Evo, you draw 3 cards, you gain a memory if you have Garu in the source. And then he has battle protection if you have anything on top of it. Cool. I mean, it's Garu X. There's a reason he's at 1. Next, last level 4s, we are playing 2 Lanamon. I'm going to be honest. I might change this card. There was a situation tonight where I hard lost to a certain card that negs 5k DP on your board. Sean, do you know what card that is?
Ruin mode.
Yeah, sounds like a ruin mode.
Yeah.
And how big is that guy?
He's 4,000 DP.
Yeah, so do you think I won?
That's why I was playing Burning Grimon.
Yeah, so I can't remember off the top of my head if there's a hybrid that has 6,000 DP.
Gabumon.
Yeah, so we're running that. So get the Lanamon out, put Korikaku in. The jamming doesn't mean anything. Just anyway. Next, we are running our level 5s. 4 copies of Zudo Ace. If you ever sit on top of your level 4 and your opponent doesn't think about it, you can just Ace and pop it back to their hand. Pretty good. Plus, it's also a hard cast level 4, or level 4 cost, just to bounce something back to your opponent's hand. It's really good. You can strip out protection from sources. You can strip out sources that are important. So, very good card. And then, of course, the last level 5, we are running the one where Gabumon because it's the one of, like, it's really good. Same with the Vidramon, just being able to get, like, a double swing in is very strong in this deck. Next, for level 6s, we are playing 3 of the secret rare Metal Gabumon. Of course, if you have a mat on the board and your opponent has something 10k or higher, you can warp Evo on top of your Gabumons, which is very nice because you can promote, gain a bunch of memory, and then warp into him. And then, of course, when he Evos, you can stun 3 cards on your opponent's board. They can't suspend. That's Digimon and Tamers. And then once per turn, when he suspends, he can unsuspend, and he has Evade. Very good card. And then the main man himself, we are playing 3 copies of Bond of Friendship. This card was a top-tier deck for a very long time, and it's for very good reasons. He unsuspends once per turn if you have a blue Tamer on the board, and he bot decks a level 5 every time he attacks. Super good.
I would say one format. I don't know what to say a very long time.
Foxfire. Don't run this card. Get it out.
Play literally anything else.
Play anything else. Like, I took this on recommendation because people were like, oh, but if you have something on your board, you can bounce something back. It's nice. No, don't play this card. Play anything else.
Who are these people? It wasn't me.
Yeah, play anything else. Don't play this. Next time I run this deck, it's probably going to be like a full moon, a full metal, just anything else at this point. This card, don't play it. Next, we are running 4 Hammer Sparks. When this deck works, you are drawing cards like absolute crazy. So sometimes you want to be able to push extra memory out for free, plus the security effect. There will be situations where you open up multiple of these in your opening hand, and then you're kind of just bricked. But as long as you're not running into situations like that, I mean, it's pretty good. Just being able to just drop 2 of these hybrid for game, drop 1 of these Uko Louie for game. In security again, you gain 2 memory. Very good card. This card's still very strong. And then, of course, the 1 Ice Wall. If you ever need to stall your opponent, cool. When they attack, lose 2 memory, and then gain 2 memory if it's hit out of security. So you have 5 potential security bombs to gain memory, and then, again, 2 potential security bombs that are not Foxfire because this card is garbage. But yeah, so that's the deck. We're still tinkering with it. Me and Sean decided we're both running Bond. He's running the Agumon, I'm running the Gabumon. And I think we both realized we needed to make some changes to the list. So the list is still changing. But if you guys want any updates on it, let us know. We'll probably put it in the comments of the deck profiles themselves. But yeah, if you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.